Mataji, can we start the class?
Want to start? Oh, yes. Mataji, so we are live, right?
1 minute, Mataji will be live, but I have started recording. You can start, Mataji.
I can start. Okay. Okay, kids. Oh. What's the festival that we're going to celebrate?
Gaur Purnima, the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes. So because Gaur Purnima is coming up, we are going to learn the Sikshashtakam. Okay, these are the 6 instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he left with us. So we are going to dissect and dig out the meaning of the 6 instructions of Sriman Mahaprabhu, which is called as the Sikshashtakam. So that is your project for the next 2 weeks. And during the activity time, we are also going to learn a very nice bhajan with Sarojanandini Mataji. Okay. So this
Mataji?
is the plan. Yes.
Is it Shishtashtakam?
Oh, 6. Sikshashtakam.
Is it Shikshashtakam?
Yes, that's right. Okay. So let's quickly do our prayers, our regular prayers. Om
Anatiminandasya Yananjala
Shalakaya Takshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Shri
Chaitanyamanovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swarupamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Krishnaaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Mataji.
Okay. So before we get into the prayers of Sikshashtakam, let's look at who Lord Chaitanya is. So you all know who Lord Chaitanya is. He's the most recent incarnation. Yes.
This is Shubhadra. I was saying that can I say this prayer, Mataji?
Yes, we can do that, okay, in a minute. So you all know who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. He is the most recent incarnation of the Supreme Lord, and he appeared 500 years ago in Navadvip, which is in West Bengal in India. And what was the purpose of his descent? He came to give us the Mahamantra. What is the Mahamantra?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a very, very great scholar. He was very well learned. He was called as Nimai Pandita. Okay, so he was very well learned. Yet he gave us only 8 verses, which is called as the Sikshashtakam. Okay, Ashtaka means 8. So therefore, Shiksha means to give education, right? Or to educate someone, that is Siksha, or give knowledge. So therefore, he gave the knowledge of the 8 verses. And in those 8 verses, he has given us all the information that we need to perfect our life. So this is the supremely great prayers of Sikshashtakam. So we're going to start with the very first verse. And the very first verse, we'll try to sing it in a meter. Meter means a tune, okay, easy tune. So now you can repeat after me. Cheto darpanamarjanam. Repeat.
Cheto darpanamarjanam. Nirvapanam.
Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavanaha.
चेतोदर्पणमार्जनं भवमहा दावाग्निर्वापणम् श्रेयाकरवचन्द्रिकावितरणम्
आनन्दाम्बुदिवर्धनं प्रतिपदम्
पूर्णामृतस्वादनम् कृष्ण सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम्.
This is the very first verse of the Shikshashtakam. It's
Mataji?
a big verse.
I was saying that can I say this verse?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitamstamscha Jivam Savadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha. This is Shubhadra.
Wonderful, Shubhadra. Wonderful. Okay, so now we are going to see the translation of Chetodarpana Marjara. Okay, so try to repeat the translation after me, but I'll tell you in simple words what it means. Okay, glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtana. Repeat.
Glory to the Sri Krishna
Sankirtana.
All the dust accumulated.
Which
cleanses the heart of all dust accumulated. Which extinguishes the fire of conditional life.
Of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtana movement
is
the prime benediction of humanity.
Is a prime benediction for humanity.
At large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon.
At large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon.
It is the life of all transcendental knowledge.
It is the life
of all transcendental knowledge.
It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss.
It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss.
And fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
And it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
Which we are all.
What are we telling in this verse? What does Mahaprabhu tell us in this verse? He's telling that when you chant the holy names of Krishna, when you do Sankirtan of the holy names, all the dirt and dust that is accumulated in our heart gets cleansed, okay? It becomes very, very clean and this fire of repeated birth and death of this material world gets extinguished. Okay, this Sankirtan movement is the best boon. It is the best thing in this world. Why? Because it spreads happiness everywhere and you get transcendental knowledge. Once you get transcendental knowledge, you're always happy and always blissful, and you can taste the real nectar of love of Krishna, which we are always anxious for. So that is the first verse of Sikshashtakam. But saying it in one sentence is not enough. We are going to dissect this verse and try to understand what it means. Okay. So the first part of the verse is Cheto Darpana Marjanam Davagni Nirvarpanam. That means what? Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Darpana means mirror. Okay. Just like when you have a mirror, and if the mirror gets dusty, if there is a lot of dust accumulated on the mirror, you see this little girl here, she's trying to clean the mirror. When there is a lot of dust accumulated, what happens? She can't see her image clearly, right? If you have a dusty mirror, you cannot see your reflection properly. So what do you need to do to see yourself clearly? You need to clean it up. So therefore, she is trying to clean this mirror. Okay. Similarly, our heart is like a mirror. Okay. It has lots of dust accumulated on the surface. Just like how you see a camera here, this person, this little smiley is taking pictures. So in our life also, we are taking so many pictures every second in our heart, meaning we are having so many images in our heart. We are seeing so many things. We are doing so many things. So because of that, every second we are taking a picture in our heart. And our heart is getting accumulated with dust, just like how this mirror is dusty. Therefore, it requires cleaning. You see in the final picture, the heart is getting cleansed, right? You see so many people are cleaning up the heart. Like that, we need to rub and clean our heart. But how can we clean our heart? For the mirror, you can use a sponge and you can clean it. Or you can use some wet wipes and clean the mirror. But what about the heart? How can you clean the heart? You can't use wet wipes on the heart. It's not going to get cleaned. No. So the best way to do is to chant the holy names. So when you chant the holy names, this fire of conditioning life, meaning we are in this life, we are taking so many images in our heart, we are doing so many things, we are getting entangled, we are getting upset, we are living here. All this gets cleansed and we become clean in our heart by chanting the holy names. Okay. Now the next part of the verse says, Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam. So when you chant the holy names of the Lord, you become filled with transcendental knowledge. Okay, meaning the heart is getting cleansed, you're getting the right knowledge about Krishna, and because you get the right knowledge about Krishna, your heart is filled with happiness. Okay, so you become extremely happy. Just like how you see this ocean. This ocean, you know, all the rivers, they go and merge into the ocean. So the ocean has the capacity to keep increasing and increasing, yet it doesn't overflow. So that is the beauty of the ocean. So like this, our happiness will keep increasing as we clean our heart by chanting the holy names and develop transcendental knowledge, just like this ocean. Another example is given of that of the moon. Okay, have you seen the phases of the moon in the sky? Have you seen a crescent moon, 3/4 moon, full moon, new moon? Have you seen all that in the sky? Yes, no, any answers?
Most. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Not
How
every.
many phases of the moon are there in the sky? Anyone knows how many phases of the moon are there?
More than 10. Like.
Yes, more than 10. So actually it's 16 in one sense. Or you can say 15, meaning you have the, like, you know, the tithis, like Pratama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, then you have Chaturthi, Panchami, Ekadashi, like that, different days of the, I mean, through the month, there are 15 days in which the moon waxes and 15 days in which the moon wanes. So this is the GIF image of waxing and waning. Waxing means becoming full, waning means becoming less.
Small.
Okay?
16.
So in 30 days, the moon goes through one full cycle, right? So just imagine the first half of the cycle when the moon becomes full, from new moon to full moon. So like that, when you get that happiness, transcendental happiness, your heart becomes so ecstatic. It is like the waxing of the moon, not the waning, just the waxing of the moon. So an example is given of the rising moon as the waxing moon. As soon as the moon, from the day of new moon to the full moon night, what happens? From a small curved line, it becomes a full moon. So like that, when you take the spiritual life, when you chant the holy names, your heart becomes
Breaking up.
Mataji, you're breaking.
joyful.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. It will be okay.
That part you were glitching.
Okay, now is it better?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so you see this little boy here, what has he done? He has eaten a lot, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's eaten a lot and he's feeling disgusted. He's tired. He's not able to eat anymore. He's eaten so much that even if you give him the best of the sweets and gulab jamun and the best of paneer sabji and everything, he's not going to enjoy it because he's so full. So he can't take anymore. So that kind of happiness is
He
not
can't
what
even have a bread.
transcendental happiness
He
is.
can't even have.
In this world, the kind of happiness that we have has an end. Just like how when we eat, we feel happy, right? But can that happiness keep increasing? Can we keep eating and feel happy all the time? It's not possible.
No,
Like this
because
boy, he becomes
you'll get full
tired,
eventually.
tired of it.
You'll go
But
bored.
then spiritual happiness keeps increasing, like the moon, like how the moon becomes big, like that spiritual happiness keeps increasing. Or like how the ocean can take more and more water from the rivers, like that, it keeps increasing, unlike the happiness of this world. So there is a difference actually. There is a difference between bliss and happiness. Bliss means increasing happiness. You keep taking it. Spiritual happiness keeps increasing. But the happiness of this world, which is called Ananda of this world, it is limited. After a point in time, you're tired, like this boy. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, when you chant, you become
Mataji.
Mataji, you're breaking up again.
extremely
And your video froze.
happy.
Frozen
And
and
how do you feel? Like a shower?
Mataji, you're freezing.
Okay.
Yeah, your internet connection.
Just like when you take a nice shower, what happens? You feel so refreshed, right? So like that, when you experience transcendental happiness, you become completely refreshed and you're fully satisfied, like taking a shower. Okay, so did this come out clear?
Yes, Mataji.
Very good. So therefore, Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, all
You froze again,
Sri
Mataji.
Krishna Sankirtanam.
Mataji is bad until
And
now.
your heart gets them. So it's just like how everything comes from
freezing
sound.
when we're not saying, but when we say, you're always unfreezing.
Okay, so everything in this world begins with the sound vibration. Sound vibration is very, very potent. Okay, during creation, you all know what happened.
The earth said, Om.
Wait, that's not how the earth was created.
As you froze again.
That's not how the creation came. The earth didn't just say, "Oh, you're frozen."
For Mataji to come in, okay?
Her bandwidth. No, it didn't say "Oh."
Ma.
Yeah, but that's not.
Brahma, he heard the. Who's this?
Mataji, we couldn't.
Mataji, we can hear you, Mataji. But your camera just froze. Her camera just froze.
She was.
Yes, Mataji is back. She is going to share the PPT now. Just give us 1 minute.
Band was still low. Mataji, it's black screen and you're also gray. I can't even see it. Your screen is black and the presentation black.
Mataji, can you join from the...
Okay, so tell me who is...
Mataji, can you repeat the question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so any guesses on who is the person who chanted the holy names and got completely transformed? His heart got completely transformed.
Vyasdev. नहीं, Valmiki.
Yes, who's Valmiki?
The
The writer of Ramayana.
Yes, he's the writer of Ramayana. So you all know his story, right?
He was a dacoit.
he was Ratnakar, a murderer.
Mataji, I don't know this story.
He was
I will tell you. So Valmiki was called as Ratnakar. He was a highway thief and a murderer and a robber. Okay, so he would just rob people who would go in the forests. Okay, in those days they would travel through forests. They didn't have these sophisticated highways to go through. So they would travel.
Mataji, you keep on breaking up.
Yeah, we cannot hear what you're saying, Mataji.
And this Ratnakar would come, he would try to kill innocent men who passed through the roads. That was his job. One day, Narada Muni was passing through the forest and he tried to attack Narada Muni. And then Narada Muni decided that this person has to get transformed. And he tried to tell him that, why don't you chant the holy names? When you chant the holy names, your heart will get cleansed and you will transform. But Valmiki, when he was asked to chant Rama, he found it very difficult because he was so sinful. He could not even chant the holy name Ram.
Narada Muni already knew that.
Yeah. Then Narada Muni told him, chant Mara, 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 Mara. So he just gave the opposite, which is Mara. Mara means dead body. So Valmiki could chant Mara. So in this way, he chanted Mara, 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 Rama, 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 Rama. And when you keep chanting Mara, 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 what happens? You begin to chant.
You actually start saying Ram instead. Rama, 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 Rama.
Really fast.
As if you're saying Ram.
Yeah.
Perfect. So he kept chanting Ram, and for 60,000 years he meditated on the holy names. That's great, right? So he meditated for 60,000 years and he was always in trance thinking about the Lord. And eventually an ant hill got built around him. Have you seen an ant hill, anybody?
Yes, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
I've seen huge mountains of them.
Okay, so basically it's like a sand hill that got covered by.
It's a sandal that has a hole.
They're basically like a kind of dirt that is like built up in a mountain shape and which ants have built, and it's like a huge community of ants that live in the holes.
Huge community of ants that have built a house around him with dirt. Okay? So a huge anthill was built, and then after 60,000 years, that anthill got washed away by the rains, and he emerged from that anthill as a realized soul after his heart was cleansed. An anthill in Sanskrit is called as Valmika. Therefore, when he emerged from the Valmika, he got to be named as Valmiki. Originally, his name was Ratnakar. Because he emerged from an anthill, his name became Valmiki. Valmika is anthill. Okay. So that was his new name. And then he began to write the Ramayana after his heart was cleansed. Okay. So this is a story of the heart getting cleansed. And we have one more story. We have we have this story of a dog being delivered. Okay, this is a story from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a very dear associate by the name Shivananda Sen. Now this Shivananda Sen, he would travel all the way from Bengal to Jagannath Puri, Orissa, to go and see Mahaprabhu every year. When he was traveling, like Shivananda Sen wanted to take good care of that dog, because the dog also was like a Vaishnava. He was following Vaishnavas wherever they went. So Shivananda is saying he wanted to serve that dog in the mood of a Vaishnava. He wanted to serve him, so he would take good care of that dog, who would accompany him all the way to Jagannath Puri. He would feed him regularly. He would do everything for that dog. But one day, because when you travel through different roads, you have to pay tolls, and sometimes you get delayed when you're moving from one town to the other. So like that, once Shivananda Sen got delayed, and the assistant of Shivananda Sen was actually accompanying the dog. That day, the assistant did not feed the dog, and the dog went missing. Shivananda Sen, he got to know that the dog was not fed properly, and the dog went missing. He felt extremely bad for that dog. He was feeling so bad. Why did you leave that dog? The dog was following us so nicely. The dog would have gotten the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was thinking like that. But then eventually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood the mood of Shivananda Sen. And Shivananda Sen, once he reached Puri, he actually found that dog. You see that dog? He's sitting here. He actually found the dog, and that dog was near Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeding him coconut pulp, green coconut pulp. And when he was feeding him green coconut pulp, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu initiated the dog to chant. Imagine a dog chanting. The dog only barks, right? But this was a special dog, because he was initiated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He began to chant Krishna, Krishna. Like that, he chanted and chanted and chanted. And the next day he got liberated. He got liberated. He took a 4-arm form and he went to Vaikuntha. By the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and by chanting the holy names. So like that, holy names can remove all the ignorance. It can cleanse our hearts, and it can give us eternal happiness that we are always longing for. So this is the meaning of the first
I
verse.
heard that the holy name is even stronger than Lord Krishna.
Yes, because it's so merciful, right? Very, very merciful.
Hare Krishna,
It can
Mataji.
cleanse anybody.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
dear.
Mataji. I know another pastime
Yes.
that's similar to this one,
Tell me what
where
happened.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu liberated a dog when he was a little
Baby.
child.
Yeah, a little puppy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yes, ma'am.
That's Nima and the puppy, yeah.
Nimai and the puppy. Yes, that's a cute
there's also
pastime.
the
Very-
Mrigari story.
Mataji,
Yeah, Mrigari also. Same, similar to Valmiki, right? The same thing.
Yeah, but he actually just killed it.
I was saying that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has liberated 2 dogs. Like I in 2 stories, because I
I
heard
know.
of
In
that.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was in the Jharkhand forest, he made all the
Oh,
animals.
the animals chant. Yes, you're right. That is another thing I wanted to tell you. You made all the animals chant
In the
Krishna.
forest, Chaitanya
And then
Mahaprabhu made all the animals chant the names of
Yes. And the tiger and the deer became best of friends, right?
Yeah, they
That's so
were not
miraculous.
enemies anymore.
Yeah, and then I
Yes.
forgot his name. I think it was Balabhadra Bhattacharya or something like that.
Uh-huh.
He was just like
Yes.
looking at them like, what?
Yes.
And even
He was
like
so surprised, yeah.
the prey and the predator were dancing with each other.
Yeah, tiger and the deer were dancing. Usually the tiger pounces on the deer, but this time the tiger and the deer were dancing with each other, and they were so happy with each other. So Chaitanya, and which forest is that? Anyone knows? Yeah, Jharkhand forest. Yeah, that is the pastime. And as you said, it was Balabhadra Bhattacharya who was with him, and he was so surprised to see how the animals are actually chanting. Yeah.
Preeti Vilasni Mataji,
Yeah.
Dina Krishna wants to show his Jharkhand forest bead bag.
Oh yes, please show us your feedback. Your beadback. Sorry, where is it?
Mataji, it's with the like Dina Krishna's name is showing. Dina Krishna show. Chubichu.
Let's see if we can spotlight Dina.
It actually does show it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. It has like elephants, tiger, deer.
that's perfect. Yes. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love that. I love that. See, this is the picture that.
Amazing.
There's
Right?
one famous picture,
Yeah, it's a famous picture. That's right. The Jharkhand forest picture. Yeah.
there's also that one and another one.
Yeah, Dina Krishna's beatbag is very beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to move to the next part, which is Bhajan session by Sarojanandini Mataji. Mataji, you're there?
Mataji,
Yes,
have a
Mataji.
small question.
I know.
Yeah.
Host, I
What's
can
your question?
share the screen, Mataji.
Yeah,
Have
sure.
a,
Rai Prahlad. Yeah.
Mataji, have a small question.
Mataji, you have a
Hare Krishna
Yes,
to
what's
all
your
kids.
question?
the background.
Isn't Sita Priti Mataji supposed to be teaching today?
She's supposed to do the
So
class.
Sita Priti Mataji will come on the call, but she's taking a break this week because she has assigned all of us duties. Okay?
Anyone?
Hare Krishna to all kids. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, Mataji. Is this for
Mataji, can you spell? Okay, yeah.
Is this for Gaur
I'm
Purnima?
sorry. Yes, this song is for Gaur Purnima, okay? So if you learn this song, we can probably present it on Sunday. I don't know how many of you, if you commit yourself, then we can probably do like one person can sing two lines or a stanza or something like that. This song has 6 stanzas. We will be learning another song after this. Both is about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I hope you are familiar with this song. This song is about how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dances so beautifully in Vrindavana.
What's the next song?
Okay, so the next song is also about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It talks about, it's a song called Yadi Gaur Na Hoite. It talks about if Gauranga Mahaprabhu had not appeared, what would have happened to the people of Kali Yuga? Okay, so it's a beautiful song.
Not one person would be a devotee.
Or feeling.
Maybe.
Yeah, not one person. Well, it's difficult to say, but at least a lot of people would have remained in the dense darkness of ignorance if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had not come. Okay, so we are going to thank him for that. That's the second song. And this is the first song which talks about how beautifully he dances through the forest and reaches Vrindavana. So this is again about the Jharkhand forest, see how the parrots and peacocks are all dancing with him in ecstasy. So we're going to learn this song, and it has a very beautiful tune. Let me start this song. Please repeat after me. Dhule dhule gaura chan hari gun gaay.
Dhule dhule
Dhule dhule gaura chan hari gun gaay.
Dhule dhule gaura chan hari gun gaay.
That's the chorus. Next we move to the first stanza. Ashiya Vrindavane. Now repeat after one line.
Ashiya Vrindavane.
Ashiya Vrindavane.
Ashiya Vrindavane.
Nache Gaura
Nache Gaura.
Let me go slow. This line. Nache Gaura
Nache Gaura.
Dhule dhule gaura chan hari gun gaay.
Dhule dhule gaura chan hari gun gaay.
Second stanza now. Vrindavane tarulata prema koi hari katha.
Vrindavane tarulata preme koi वृंदावन तरुलता बिन कोई हरि कथा
निकुंज रफाकी गोली
निकुंज रफाकी गोली
निकुंज रफाकी गोली
निकुंज रफाकी गोली
हरि नाम सुना
हरि नाम सुना
हरि नाम सुना
हरि नाम सुना
ले दूल गौरा हरि गुण
धूले धूले गौरा चंदन हरे गुण
हरि गुण
घरा बोले हरि हरि शरी बोले हरि हरि
और बोल हरि हरि बोल हरि
घरा बोले हरि हरि शरी बोले हरि
गौरा
बोल हरि हरि साई बोल हरि
मुखे मुखे शुकाशारी
मुखे मुख सुखारी
मुखे मुखे शुकाशारी
मुखे मुख सुखारी
हरि नाम
हरि
हरि नाम गाय
हरि नाम गाय
हरि नाम गाय
ले राजा हरि गुण गाय
फूले गौरा गौरा हरि गुण गाय
हरि नाम माता होए हरि नाम
हरि नाम माता हरि नासी जय
हरि नाम मत्ता हरि नाशी दे
हरि नाम माता हरि नासी जय
मयूर मयूरी प्रेमे नाचिया खेला
हरि प्रेम नाचिया खेला
मयूर मयूरी प्रेमे नाचिया खेला
मयूर मयूरी प्रेम नाचिया खेला
झूले झूले गौरा चांद हरि गुण गाय
हरि गुण गाय
प्राणे हरि ध्याने हरि हरि बोला बदन बोरी
प्राण हरि ध्यान हरि हरि लाल बदन भोरी
प्राणे हरि ध्याने हरि हरि बोला बदन बोरी
प्राण हरि ध्यान हरि हरि लाल बदन भोरी
रासे गाल जाए
हरि नाम Hari Naam Ras Gale Gal Jai.
Le dhule gora chan Hari gun gai.
Dule dule gora chan Hari gun gai.
Last one. Ashiya Yamunar
Ashiya Jamunar Kule Nache Hari Hari Bole.
Ashiya Yamunar nache Hari Hari bole.
Ashiya Jamunar Kule Nache Hari Hari Bole.
Jamuna uthare charana doya.
Jamuna Thare se Charana Doyai.
Jamuna bole se charana doya.
Jamuna Thare se Charana Doyai.
Dhule dhule gora chan Hari gun gai.
Dule dule Raja Hari Gai.
Le dhule gora chan Hari gun gai.
Dule dule Raja Hari Gai.
Very nice. I'm seeing so many kids singing so beautifully along. I'm just curious to know if
Mataji, you're really good at singing.
thank you. It's all Krishna's mercy. So whenever we have something, it's all given by Krishna. So please, I'm sure all of you are singing so beautifully too. So I'm really excited to see how you will be performing on Sunday. I want to know how many of you would be there on Sunday. So we could have a virtual Gaur Purnima like
What time is it, Mataji? Isn't Gaur Purnima Monday?
Sunday.
Yes.
Mataji, where do you join from India or USA?
I'm not sure of the timings. Either
Mataji.
you have any information on the timing?
Mataji, we have Sunday presentation, right?
You're muted, Mataji. You're muted. And also, what time is it?
Yeah, it's the Sunday presentation. Whenever we have the Sunday presentation, it's the same time. It's like 10 a.m. CST. At 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
time.
And we might open also 64 rounds Ekadasi chanting. So then your kids are all welcome in between to sing.
Mataji, but I'm in America, so do I have to join? What time do I have to join?
I'm talking about Central Time, USA. 10 a.m. on Sunday.
In the morning?
Yeah, in the morning.
But I snooze off. Mataji.
Okay, we'll decide on that.
Mataji, I snooze off at that time.
No. Oh.
No, like 10, like 2 hours before 12 p.m.
Yeah, so it's not 10 p.m. It's 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
But I have a meeting.
Yeah, I have a meeting.
So we'll decide on that.
Mataji, which day? Sunday?
Sunday.
Hare Krishna.
Sunday. That is the
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Exactly.
10 to what time? 10 to what time, Mataji?
10 to it
I mean,
depends on
it's like every
Mataji.
right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing that every Sunday we get together for Sunday presentation. It's the same thing. You come and present over there on Sunday presentation. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
I have a class that starts exactly at 10 a.m.
Okay, so we'll decide on that time and then we'll decide
Mataji?
on how many of you. Yes, Garima?
I danced on this song on Gaur Purnima in Atlanta in the temple.
Oh, yes. Yes, very nice. Wow. So it's a very
Mataji?
nice song to dance also because you know it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing and the tune is also so beautiful for dancing. So it's really appropriate. Yeah,
Mataji?
thank you so much for sharing.
Mataji, do you join from India or from USA or from some other area?
Who?
Do you join from India or USA or something other?
Join from India also. I think what would be the time at that time in India? I think around
So they're about like I think 9.5 hours or 6.5 hours.
yeah, I think 8:30 p.m. or something like that for India time.
Around.
Yeah.
8:30.
So you could join, but we'll talk about that more. Whoever can join can do that song. We'll decide on that tomorrow. But for now, we'll just see the meaning of the song. It's a very beautiful song. You have to meditate on the meaning, then you will really enjoy it more. So the first one, okay, I'll 6 of you can read the meaning for 6 stanzas. So
Mataji, can I go?
Chandra.
who's this?
Shavi.
Okay.
Can
Keshav.
Samskriti say I raised my hand?
Shavi, can I?
Yes, you can raise your hands. I will give chance for the first 6. So, Keshavi, you can go with the first one.
Okay, Mataji. The moonlight Lord Gauranga Chanda arise in Vrindavan while dancing, swaying to and fro and singing the glories of Lord Hari.
Yeah, thank you, Keshavi. So, we all saw in the first verse of the Shashtakam today how we also saw a comparison with the moon. So, here again, the moon-like face of Lord Gaurachandra. So, he's so radiant. Okay, so the moon-like Lord Gaurachandra arrives in Vrindavana while dancing. So, we know when he came, he was dancing so beautifully that even he inspired the animals to dance and sing the glories of Lord Hari, right? So even if they're not able to sing, the parrots were able to repeat, but the animals who could not repeat, at least they were dancing so beautifully and gracefully. You could never imagine how they were dancing. So he was swaying to and fro. And even when you're singing the song, you feel like dancing, right? Don't you feel like dancing when you sing that song? Dhule dhule Gaura
Yes, Mataji.
Hari Gun Gai. So it's like when you sing the song itself, you know how inspiring it is to dance. So he was swaying to and fro, and he was singing the glories of Lord Hari. Okay, next one, Ramachandra, you can go. The second one, translation.
The creepers adorning the trees of Vrindavana are overwhelmed with ecstatic love, and they are speaking about the glories of Lord Hari. Flocks of birds who live in the groves and singing the names of Lord Hari.
Yeah, very nice. So the second one talks about the trees, creepers. They were also, can you imagine how, the trees are the ones which are most, I would say, passive living creatures, right? They don't really show any signs of movement. They don't show much signs of any kind of feeling. But if they were overwhelmed with ecstatic love, then you can imagine how inspiring Lord Gaurachandra's dancing and singing would have been, right? The animals, they move. But the trees, if they are inspired, the creepers, they seem to be sleeping. They seem to be really passive. But if they are able to do that, and they are speaking about the glories of Lord Hari, not only are they overwhelmed with ecstatic love, not only do they have these feelings which is pouring out, they're also speaking so much it is pouring out that they're even speaking out the glories. So inspiring. And the second part says, flocks of birds. So this is another part, that one is the creepers. The second part is talking about flocks of birds. They're also singing the name of Lord Hari. how inspiring and how ecstatic it would have been. Okay, so the next one, Tulasi Manjari, you can read the third translation.
Lord Gora says, Hari Hari. A female parrot responds, Hari Hari, and then all male and female parrots start singing a loud chorus of the names of Hari.
Thank you. So this is also saying how it is vibrating. It's all vibrating. When somebody chants, you feel like chanting. When somebody sings very beautifully, you also feel like singing very nicely. So this is how devotees inspire each other in general. But when the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself comes and then he sings, then everybody is inspired a lot. This is how it happens. And the vibration is just passing on. When it's like, everybody's catching up. And they were just singing Hari, Hari, and it's vibrating everywhere in the forest. So that's how it was going. And the parrots, the parrots can really sing the same way that the humans can do. So the parrots were responding and it was echoing everywhere. And it was so beautiful to hear. So the fourth one, Akshita, you can read the fourth one.
Becoming intoxicated by the holy name, the deer come forward from out of the forest. The peacocks and peahens are dancing and frolicking in ecstatic love.
Are peahens like the male deer, the male peacocks?
The peahens are the female deers, and the peacocks are the male deers, and the peacocks have the beautiful big feathers. The peahens generally don't have, but the peacocks have the big, beautiful feathers. But now everybody is dancing. We saw how the creepers started singing and the flocks of birds, now parrots. And then in the fourth stanza, they're talking about deer. And then peacocks and peahens are dancing. Already the peacocks are really very inspired to dance, even without music. But now that everybody's singing Hari, Hari, and the parrots are singing, Lord Gauranga is singing, and he's inspiring everybody, he's dancing. So they're even more enthusiastic now, and they're even more inspired to dance. So that's how it was spreading everywhere in the forest. Okay, the fifth one, Prahlad, you can read.
Yes, Mataji. Lord Hari is in his heart. Lord Hari is in his meditation, and he always chants the name of Hari with his voice. Gaurachandra is intoxicated by ecstatic mellows and rolls around on the ground while singing and singing Harinama.
Yeah, thank you. So the fifth one is talking about how Lord Gauranga was exhibiting all his ecstatic mellows. So ecstasy is a very difficult thing to understand, but we can understand that when somebody is deeply in love with the Supreme Lord, they will exhibit some ecstasies, which are normally not there in normal people or devotees who are beginners. So this is only on the level of a pure love that these kind of ecstasies are exhibited. And you all know that Lord Gauranga is the incarnation of Lord Krishna himself in the garb of a devotee, in the form of a devotee. So he is exhibiting all these ecstatic mellows. And he was rolling on the ground. So rolling on the ground is one of the ecstasies while singing and singing Harinama. So while singing Harinama, he was rolling on the ground and he was exhibiting different ecstatic mellows. So one of the ecstatic mellows is like hair standing on end, and the other one is like rolling on the ground. Normally, nobody should imitate all these things. It comes automatically on a very, very high level of prema. Okay, so he is, see, the fifth one says Lord Hari is in his heart and Lord Hari is in his meditation. So whatever Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing, he is having in Lord Hari or Krishna in his heart. He is having Krishna in his meditation, and he always chants the name of Hari with his voice. So he is showing how an ideal devotee should be. So we have to follow. If Krishna just says, not everybody in Kali Yuga, they are following. So he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came in the form of his own devotee to explain how you should have Krishna in the heart. and how you should meditate on Lord Krishna all the time, how you should always chant his holy names. So he was showing to us how we should be as a devotee. Okay, there's just one more. So let's go with Garima.
Arriving on the banks of the Yamuna river, he dances wildly, chanting, Hari Hari. Mother Yamuna becomes so ecstatic that she arises and comes forward to wash Lord Gauranga's feet.
Okay, thank you. So finally, even the river got inspired, River Yamuna. So when he arrived on the bank of Yamuna River, she also became ecstatic and she also became inspired by his chanting. So just like how, you know, infection spreads from one person to the other. So this was like a very positive thing that was spreading from the plants to the animals to now the river Yamuna also. So in ecstasy, what did she do? She came forward to wash Lord Gauranga's feet, just like how she was doing in Krishna Leela also, right? That Lord Krishna, when he was being taken by Vasudeva to Vrindavana, at that time, what Yamuna wanted to touch the feet of Lord Krishna. So she kind of started drowning Vasudeva up to the neck, because he was having Krishna on his head in the basket, and the Krishna's leg was just, you know, protruding out a little bit. So she wanted to touch Krishna's feet. So until that point, she was kind of, you know, coming up and up. But then as soon as she touched Lord Krishna's feet, she went down. She gave way, and then Vasudeva was able to walk again freely. So she really is, you know, inspired to touch the feet of Lord, Supreme Lord. So even as Lord Gauranga, when he came as Lord Gauranga, also she wanted to touch his feet. And she felt even more inspired when she heard all this ecstatic chanting. So this is how this is how inspiring Lord Gauranga's chanting is, and all the animals, creepers, and the rivers also get inspired. So this is our beautiful song. So let's continue again. We will again sing this song tomorrow, and then we can decide what we will do on Sunday. And we also have another song, as I said. So we will probably distribute amongst all the kids who are going to attend the program.
Mataji, what's the other song?
That one is what I said, Yadi Gaur Na Hoite. The song about what if Lord Gauranga had not appeared in Kali Yuga, what would have happened to the people of Kali Yuga? Okay, so that's another beautiful song. Okay, any other questions we have before we conclude?
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
Okay. Do you all like this song?
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, Dhanavad.
Okay, thank you all kids.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji, for the beautiful bhajan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti Vilasini Mataji, for the class. Thank you, Sarvatra Nandini Mataji, for the bhajan. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.